be the most strange bug that you'll ever see on Linux. And I don't know what's going on with this. So what I done, I basically took my Mac M1 and I put it there and I hook up to the big screen. That little Mac M1, Mac Mini M1, this is the base model. Probably can't see it too well. There's a Mac there. There's a Mac. There's a Mac. You can see the Mac logo and the Apple Watch. I got a new screen protector for it. I'm glad now I can wear it, even though I can't use it with my Samsung phone. Oh yeah, my coffee. So, anyways, I find that it's good to put the Beelink here on the desk because I don't know. I just find it works better. You can see that because when I have this system connected to the big screen, like Grub, it's like on the screen here, Grub is very small, and I have a hard time to read the text from the couch. With the Mac, it just shows a logo with a progress bar. It doesn't show any text, and Mac just works. It works. It just works. It works good. Not gonna lie, it works good. Linux, on the other hand, it's Linux, and that's what I love about Linux is that things break a lot, but I just like it because it's a great system. It's stable for the most part. But anyways, here's the bug I want to show, and I try to explain it in my previous videos over time, but here's a chance of me just easily show it on a camera, my phone camera, and because it's on a smaller display, it's on a 27-inch screen, which I think works good. But watch what happens. So it loads up, load up the system. Watch. Okay, it works. See, now it went to the boot screen. But sometimes this thing will just shut off. I don't know. When I start recording it, it's like it's acting good. It's on its best behavior. But as soon as I stop this video, it'll probably be like, nope, I'm gonna show the bug when I'm not on camera. It's being nice right now, this computer. That was a weird thing. So I'm gonna load it again because you'll see the power light will go off. See? The thing just turns off. It tries to go to SDDM, and it just shuts off. It does this a lot, and sometimes randomly it'll just load into the SDDM like normally, and sometimes it'll just shut off like that. Now, Arch Linux does not do that at all, ever. If I hit F7 here, well, let's try it again. It'll probably shut off again. It does it more often than it goes to the lock screen, or that login screen. See, it tries to load up the SDDM, and the computer just shuts off. I never seen that before. That is so weird. Now, let's push F7. Let's load up to Arch. Okay, Arch Linux. Works perfectly fine. Let's restart. Let's try it again. It never shut down my computer ever with Arch Linux. It works actually really good with Arch Linux. But Gentoo, on the other hand, the reason why I stopped using Gentoo on this system, I took it off, I put it back on again to give Gentoo another chance on this little device. But I think I'm gonna stick with Arch Linux, to be honest. Well, I don't know. I like Gentoo. I want to stick with Gentoo. I want to resolve the issue, to be honest. But it loads up to the display really right away. I'm not sure what is the deal. I'm not sure this has anything to do with WLAN. The stage 4 ISO, it was set up with NVIDIA, but I have deep depth clean the NVIDIA drivers, and I also recompiled the kernel modules, so that way I'm not sure. See, it just shuts off. But watch this. I really don't know what's the deal, why it's doing that, to be honest, because it works sometimes and sometimes it doesn't work. But if I go to advanced, okay, and I go to recovery mode, it usually will load up to the login screen with recovery mode. Sometimes it does, shuts off the computer. So I gotta press Control D. See, it goes to the login screen. Why? It does it more often, but it does power off sometimes the computer for whatever reason. Like I never seen this bug before. Like I seen, you know, a computer stays on, things blank, you can go to another TTY, but this here, like it just literally shuts your computer right down. It just shuts it right off. And only Gentoo does it. Like I've tried every kind of Linux system you could put on this machine, and never seen that. See, it's like that worked really fine now. But I'm gonna reboot it. It's probably gonna shut down the PC. Watch this. It's gonna shut off. Watch the computer. Light's gotta go off. It's gotta blank the screen. The computer's gotta literally just shut off. It's gotta flicker. Boop. Oh, see, it didn't load up to X, but the machine apparently still on. But look, it's not on because if I go to like another TTY, I can't. Look, this button here is saying that the computer's not on. You know it is on, but it's not function. It's not. The computer's just basically halted, and I have to really hold down the power button. Like hold it down. Wow, what the hell? Ain't good. Doesn't even want to shut off. What the hell? It just basically froze. Like the thing is not functioning at all. I don't know. I hate this device. It might look like a good computer. You might think it's a good computer. You might think you're getting a good price for it. Oh, AMD, 8 cores, 32 gigabytes. Nice little machine. No, this thing here is very freaking cheap. Don't, like anybody, I don't recommend getting a Beelink. Don't get a Beelink. Don't ever get a Beelink. Okay? Get any other, if you're gonna get a mini PC, get something that's good, like an Intel Nook or a Asus mini PC, maybe. But don't get anything that's Beelink, because you see stuff like this does not function properly. And it's, yeah, people are like, oh, well, it's probably just Gentoo that's screwing up, because it only does it with Gentoo. Yeah, it only does it with Gentoo, but still, it should work with Gentoo. That's my point. There's something wrong with this machine, because it's not supposed to shut down like that. Now it works. Now it works. Luckily, I don't shut my computers down, so I will keep it. But yeah, it works. It boots up, so I'm just gonna leave it on. But yeah, don't get a Beelink. Big mistake. That like if you want to get a good meeting computer, get a Mac. And I'm not a person to like brag about Mac systems, but that Mac Mini M1 I had for almost 4 years, and that thing works pretty good. It's the base model, 8 gigs of memory, works really good. I don't like. It's not like the. It's not a gaming computer, of course not. It's not meant for gaming, but for like a everyday task computer, like especially like a big screen, like media center kind of computer. If you want to play music, play movies, play like YouTube, and you know, do computer stuff on it. Not like hardcore computer stuff, like playing video games and all that, but it does games on it, and it does good on emulators, like playing like PS2 games plays good, PS1 games play good. I actually have emulators on this game with some games on it. So yeah, it plays games like fairly okay. Like depends what you want to play on it. It does run some Steam games. It runs games in general, but like for what it is, it works good because like this thing here, yeah, it plays probably games better than the Mac M1, but not much better. It just plays games better because it has an AMD graphic card inside the CPU. It's an APU, but it's a Vegas 8, and Vega 8 are not really good graphics. But it runs Monster Hunter, so that's pretty cool. Monster Hunter Rise, I wouldn't run this Beelink with Monster Hunter World, but Rise, sure, because Rise is on a freaking Switch. So I mean, it's not really a very demanding game. But yeah, but Gentoo is working now. My Bluetooth as well earlier was not being detected. For some reason now it is working. I had to reset my CMOS, and since I reset it, it's been working. Also, when I reset my CMOS, my Gentoo partition wasn't showing up in the UEFI, so I had to redo my grub install and grub make configuration for it to be for the disk to be shown into the UEFI, so that way I can make my system bootable on this machine. Um, but yeah, that bug, just the computer shutting off. I don't know if anybody has seen this before or had experienced this a problem before. Let me know how to resolve this, and maybe if you have an idea of what's causing it or why it's doing that, I'd be very interested to really actually want to know why it's doing that because I have no idea. I should read. I wonder if there's any messages. I can't even go and check like messages, like like system error messages, like DMS, DMS, DMSG. I don't know how you say that. DMESG, something like that. So I don't know. So I don't know how to check for stuff. Journal control, maybe. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But I just don't know what's the cause of it. Like I wish I had some sort of log file like that would actually tell me why SDDM is crashing. What's the cause of it? I personally think it could be the kernel. So what I'm going to probably do is just delete the kernel and recompile it again and see if that fixes the issue. If it doesn't, then I don't know. It's weird because it loads up sometimes, and when it doesn't just stand there. Like it just I can't like go to another TTY. Like it just completely frees the computer. The computer shuts down. Like it literally just shuts off. Like shuts off. Like I never seen a computer ever done that before from a display manager. I wonder if I don't have a display manager, if that would do that. Because you don't really need a display manager. You can load up a plasma session just from Xinit. So I mean, I prefer that better anyway. Like I I used to always load up my desktop from Xedit in the past, but now I just use Display Manager, which I used to be really against it years ago. I used to be like always against it. Now I'm using it, but I'm seeing why I was against it in the past, because it's I don't know what's causing it though. I have an idea. I could always enable it back, but I'm gonna disable my SDDM from systemd, and basically I'm gonna, because like I want it to go to the prompt. So if I do sudo system control disable SDDM. Maybe it's no R, it's the L. Yeah, it's an L. There you go. So it's disabled. It's been removed. So I'm going to do a reboot here, and let's see. I'll reboot it a few times, and let's see if it reboots. What is wrong with this system? Jeez, just reboot. I want to see if it's gonna like. Well, I want it to reboot, but I mean, like, I want to see if it doesn't like blank to, like, it doesn't shut the computer off by going to the TTY login. No. It loads up to the login screen easily. So let's so Logitech device. Oh, must be these peripherals. Yeah, I was gonna say, well, what do I have? So I do have some messages here with AMD GPU. So anyways, if I reboot, we'll see if it I'm gonna reboot. Well, that worked anyways. Not supposed to. Okay, let's see if that works again, because if it's the problem is the display manager, then I could just take the display manager off and load up. Yeah, it works good. It doesn't even power off. So if you're wondering, like, I'm not vaping. This thing is called Fume. It's you put these cores inside of it, and it has like flavor. It's just like when you vape on it, there's no smoke comes out of it. It just like has flavors, like essential oil. It's also a fidget. I use it just because I bought this because I don't want to vape anymore. So this is supposed to be like my replacement. It's just the habit of like smoking something, or having something in your hand, or smoking something. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know. Keeps me from vaping and smoking cigarettes. So yeah, I don't bring it to work or anything. I have it at home. So when I'm at home, it's something like when I'm thinking, or something. Like I like to smoke. Like I used to always, like, when I'm thinking about stuff, I used to smoke cigarettes and just think all the time. And I chain smoke a lot. If I'm really have a lot of things on my mind, I'll be smoking a lot of cigarettes, because that's me. When I'm thinking, I like to light a smoke up and just think, smoke. You know what I mean? Anyways, I don't know. Some people are like that. I'm like that. So I'm not vaping. It's just this device thing. It doesn't smoke or anything. There's no battery in it. It's just a chamber with these are like these little cores inside of it. You pop these cores inside her. This is like a peppermint flavor, and it's just like oil. You're just breathing like oil, peppermint oil. It tastes like peppermint. I don't know. Whatever. It works. This thing is really expensive, and it's from Alberta. It's a Canadian company, but I don't know. Once I'm done with the cores, I'll just basically use it like if I'm vaping or not. I don't need to put anything in there. Anyways, yeah. That is my video. It's quite long, but I think I know the problem is SDDM. It does the same thing with GDM as well. So, I don't know. Maybe I should try LightDM. See if that works properly. Well, anyway, thanks for the watch. Have a good one, guys. Cheers.